Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys pretty much how I like to go ahead and give my tubers, begonias, an earlier start by potting them up earlier and starting them in the inside. So I did purchase these from Eden Brothers. I bought the white rose form and I bought a pastel rose form as well. I did buy these on separate dates, so these will be two separate recordings. The ones that I'm showing you right now are the white the white rose form. And I'm just going to be basically using regular potting soil that was mixed with vermiculite for these. Now I do want to mention that in the next clip you guys will see that I did transfer these over. I just used these pots because that was all that I had on hand, but these were not the permanent pots that I'm going to put those in. So you can start them in smaller pots, and then you can even wait until they begin to sprout before transferring them into their permanent homes. So whenever you pot these, you just want to make sure where I'm showing the hollow side, always point that facing up, and then I just kind of firmly, kind of snugly push them down into the soil. And I like to cover with about 1 inch to 2 inches of soil. Now some people will even tell you that you don't have to fully cover up the begonia tuber, but I like to go ahead and cover mine because I like for all of mine to focus more on putting on healthy roots versus sprouts. So that's pretty much how I like to start mine off. You also want to make sure that you don't have these too wet, so you may even want to pre-wet your soil, or if you don't pre-wet the soil, just make sure you don't drench the soil because you don't want to rot out the tubers. So that's pretty much all it really is to it. This isn't really a hard thing to get started. And then I'm also going to show in a different clip where the 2 ways that you guys can store them. So I like to put them next to a nice warm windowsill. You can cover them with saran wrap. I showed both options. I personally don't. If you cover it with saran wrap, you definitely have to make sure that it's not staying too moist, and you also have to make sure you watch out for anything growing. So just keep that in mind. Okay, you guys, so today is March 6th, and I am planting up some more tuberous begonias, and this is going to be the rose form pastel mix. The ones that I showed you guys earlier in the video was the rose form, and they were just white. So I do have 2 pots here that these are going to go in, and I'm not too sure which color variety I'm going to have outside versus which one is going to be inside at my table, but I guess I'll just kind of figure that out based off of once they start to sprout or start to bloom, and whichever I like best will go inside. So or either I'm thinking maybe one of the white one can go outside, and then one of the pastel mix can go under the gazebo, and then put one of the pastel mix inside. I'm not too sure yet, but I just wanted to come here and show you guys this because the previous tubers I showed you guys did not have eyes on them, but they actually do have eyes on these that just came in the mail today. So I want you guys to be able to see that, just to so you have kind of some type of contrast versus the ones they had the first time. And every single one of these had eyes on there, and this is a good example of one that you almost kind of can't even tell which is the concave side. So thankfully I have a eye here coming in, so that way I know to plant it this side up. But had I not had that eye there, I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of a concave dip here, so I probably still would have planted it this way. But if not, the rule of thumb with tubers are always to plant them on their side if you don't know which side is supposed to go up. So again, here another tuber, and this one has a really beautiful eye on it right here. So I'm very excited. I'm about to wake these up, but they're already starting to wake up, so these may actually begin to sprout faster than the ones I started, I think maybe a week or a week and a half ago. But I'm just going to show you guys both of these varieties as they continue to go on. Okay, so here is a final update before I end this video. I am going to come back and actually film a video once these actually produce blooms, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys an update of what they look like now. So of course they are outside, and today is April 30th, and this is my white variety of the tuberous begonias. They're kind of getting off to a slow start. So they're coming up, but as you guys can see, they're not coming up how my other pastel ones are. So these are the two pastels, and as you can see, they are coming along quite nicely. So hopefully they begin to catch up, and as it continues to warm up. But I did just want to go ahead and show you guys what the tuberous begonias look like, and you can see the third one is coming up in this one. I do believe I lost one in this one, because all of these had 3 to begin with, but these are the only 2 that have come up so far, and whenever I dig down in here, I don't feel anything anymore. So just an update, and like I said, as whenever they begin to bloom, I will come back and film a video for you guys.